Thanks for dropping in on the Mountain West Network studio. Jesse Kurtz and Ted Sundquist getting you prepped for the bowl season. We're talking Sheraton Hawaii Bowl, which will be played on Christmas Eve, matching Boise State and Oregon State. 3 o'clock Hawaii time, that is 6 o'clock Mountain Time on ESPN. The Broncos making their 12th straight bowl game appearance. That is the 7th longest active streak in the country. Of course, Boise State had a big coaching change. Chris Peterson is out. He's departed for Washington. Bob Gregory is the interim coach for the bowl season. Brian Harsin will take over at the end of this bowl game going forward. How does that coaching carousel, how does that affect the players as they get ready to go to the islands and play a football game?
Well, ultimately, from a game plan standpoint, not at all. I think the offense and the defense will do what they've done all season long. I think the guys will rally around their schemes and play a good football game. But emotionally, it's going to be very tough. Chris Peterson was the guy that recruited all these players, brought them in there. He's been the leader of this organization for 8 years. And so from the standpoint of not having your head coach there for the last game of the season, for the seniors, it's going to be a little, they're going to be a little bit down. For the rest of the guys, I think that they'll rally around each other, but there can be some heavy hearts.
You got a great opportunity to play a Pac-12 school. Oregon State, they really struggled to close out the season, losing 5 in a row. But this is a team that can score points. Offensively, that's not their problem. How does Boise State rally against a very good offensive Beaver team?
Yeah, Oregon State, their deal again is a lot like Washington State in another bowl game that we've spoken about, run and gun, and they put that ball up there and do an outstanding job doing so. I think the key here again is third downs. The Boise State Broncos have been a good defensive team on third down. Oregon State at times has struggled to keep the ball moving and the chains moving. They like to pick yardage up in big chunks. If the Boise State Bronco defense can do an effective job in limiting that third down conversions, again, give their offense more opportunities on the field, and good things will happen.
Sean Mannon, the quarterback for Oregon State, one of the best in the country. He can really sling it around the yard. Be a big challenge for the Bronco defense. How about the Bronco offense? Oregon State, on the flip side, has surrendered a bunch of points. This would be a great time and a great opportunity for Boise State to really get that offense going.
Yeah, I think so. And again, balance is key here. You're not in Boise State's offense, at least in 2013, they've had to rely a little bit more on the running game, maybe in the past than they have on the passing game. I like their balance. If they can establish that running game early against Oregon State, I think it will open up some opportunities for them again to stretch the Beavers downfield and put some points on the board. So again, good balance starting with establishing the run.
A lot once again be placed on the shoulders of Jay Ajayi. Broncos and the Beavers have met 7 times in their history. Oregon State has a 4-3 edge, but the Broncos have won the last 2. Once again, the Sheraton Hawaii Bowl between Boise State and Oregon State will kick off at 3 o'clock Hawaii time, 6 o'clock Mountain Time, televised by ESPN.